Hello, this is Wanda and this is Diaspora Connect. Thank you for tuning in. This is my second attempt to do this live. I am in Lusaka, Zambia right now, and I wanted to do a live video. I came to you earlier and the stream, I dropped the phone and the stream was acting up. So I deleted the other ones and I'm redoing the live. I am in Lusaka, Zambia. I rode a bus from Tanzania. Now I'm in Zambia. It was a long bus trip, but it was a blessing. It was safe. I met some really amazing people. I connected with people as I always do. I got a lot of good connections in Tanzania as well as Zambia. Every time I travel, I really make really great connections because this is to assist even with Diaspora Connect. So when people do come, I have those names and numbers of people who are good people who can help us get established here on the continent of Africa. The aim is to assist my brothers and sisters in the West to come back home to the continent. This is just another step that I am taking to visit Zambia, to visit the different areas. I didn't really video a lot in Soweto and Ndola because I was doing work under the Gobidia organization, so I did not get a lot of videos and footage. My phone was acting up last time. I didn't have a SIM card, so my Tanzanian number did not work in Zambia, but last time I came last month, I got a SIM card. So now when I came back this time, I added airtime on my way in, and I have been online. I was off for maybe a day, but I got back online, got my airtime. So now this is under my Zambian SIM card. So yes, I am in Lusaka, Zambia. I will be here for a couple of days, maybe a week. Um, so I just wanted to visit to check out the area to see if this is an area that would be ideal for those of us who are considering coming back to the continent and specifically to Zambia, where we have the Gobidia organization, the Gathering of the Bantu and Diaspora Israelites organization here, where three chiefs have given us land here. So I will be coming here more often. But this is actually my second time. I came last month and now this month. I came in April and now the end of May. So yeah, I just wanted to get a gauge of like if I decided to move here, what area would be ideal to where I would be able to get established and find a place at a reasonable price, and where things are accommodable. Transportation is places are close, so you don't have to have um, pay high prices for transportation. So yes, I am in Lusaka, Zambia. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Thank you for tuning in. I am in a hotel. I'm staying at a hotel right now in Zambia, Lusaka. It's a very nice hotel. It's very cozy. It's not very expensive. It's really reasonable. I don't stay in expensive places because I'm always living on a budget. So this place is not very expensive, but it has everything we need. It's very clean and it's very low key, laid back, and comfortable. Right now, I am in the lounging area. They have a lounging area and they have internet. They have Wi-Fi, so I am in the lounging area, and yeah, I'm just sitting here. I ate dinner, and so I decided to just come in here and do a little streaming. And so instead of staying in the room the whole time, um, I have a couple of friends here that I will connect with, some Black Americans. Shout out to my people. Shout out to my brother Ricky and his fam. They have been helping me because they are here. They relocated. So shout out to you. They also are. They have a business, and I want to shout their business out, but I can't remember the name of it. But I will put it in the description box so you can check out their business. They have an online business and they do consultations as well. So, and they have relocated from. Hello, everyone. Everybody's coming in the room. Hey, back. Hey, hey, hey. Greetings, greetings. So, they have relocated from Tanzania to Zambia a couple of months ago. So they're here. And so actually, he assisted me with information about hotels and with transportation pickups and drivers. So this is what we do, y'all. We go to the continent, we stay, we visit, and then we assist each other. We assist those who are interested in coming and repatriating. And just keep in mind that we do charge consultation fees, y'all, because we trying to make it too. We're not gonna I ain't gonna speak for everyone. But I say, I'm not. My aim is not to overcharge, but it is to provide for services and the time that you take to research these things to help people to be comfortable, to find places and areas that would be comfortable for them if they're interested in repatriating to the continent. So I am in Zambia. As you can see by my attire, it's cooler here. Look, I got on this dress, long sleeves, this shawl. Yeah, it's cooler here. It's not like Tanzania. It's not hot like Tanzania. I even have socks on my feet. Yes, yes, I do. And on the bus trip, you have to make sure you have your blankets and you have your jackets because it's not hot like Tanzania. So but so far, Lusaka, Zambia, I've only been here one day. So I decided to do this live stream because I was rested. I'm still a little tired, as you can see by my eyes. They're barely open. But I did rest today. So when I got in earlier, I showered, I ate, and I rested. So I'm rested, but I just still feel tired because that was a long trip. 34 hours to be exact, 17 from Dar to the border, and then from Zambia border to Lusaka, 17. So that's 34 hours on the bus by myself. And it was cool. I met some really good brothers, y'all. When I say I met some good brothers, even leaving Tanzania, I met a good brother, dropped me off, picked me up for my bus, and, you know, wow. I mean, and the brother Ricky that's in Zambia, he's in Lusaka. If you are interested in visiting or whatever, repatriating or visiting, I'm gonna put his information. I'm trying to think. Uh, no, just DM me, email me, and I'll give you his information. I don't want to put his information in the description box. I will give it to you personally if you're coming. But I do want to shout out his company. They have a business and they do consultations. So just know if you reach out to him, there may be a fee. I don't know what his charges are. There may be a fee, so reach out to him just to make sure. Ask first before you ask for help. How much do you charge? Ask that up front so you get all the fees so you'll know. But I am also visiting so I can get a lot of information that I can share on my own from my personal experience of being on the bus, staying at this place, driving around at malls in the area. I just had a local meal, y'all. It was good. I had in Shima. It's like ugali. Shima, I love that. I love ugali. And in Shima is the same thing. So it's in Shima vegetables, and I had T-bone steak. T-bone steak, and it's local food. So I always eat local food. On being on the continent, I normally don't eat food that we eat in the West because it's always more expensive. Now I did get Hungry Lion. They had some Hungry Lion chicken here, y'all. I got some chicken wings when I first got in. Chicken wings. Hungry Lion was good. The chicken was good. So I did get some of that earlier, and then for dinner I got the local food. And local food is always less expensive than the Western meals, and it tastes better anyway. So yeah, I did that. Ate. I relaxed, showered, and now I'm just wanted to do a quick video. Since I was on Wi-Fi at the hotel, they have Wi-Fi. So this hotel is really cozy. It's like a kind of like a bed and breakfast. That's what it reminds me of because it's real relaxed, it's quiet, and they have a communal kitchen. So if you want to, it's like an Airbnb too, where you can buy food and you can cook it. And they have dishes and pots and stove and fridge. If you want to do that, it's communal. But in your hotel room, they have a small fridge and a microwave. They don't really have a lot of microwaves in Tanzania, but in Zambia, it looks like they do. In Lusaka specifically, they do. The water was very hot, and I was surprised and very pleasantly surprised. I did not have to push a button like you do in Tanzania. You have to push a button to warm up your water heater. Here in Zambia, Lusaka, the water's like in the West. It's like you have the two dials, one hot, one cold, and that's in the sink and in the shower. That's very unusual being on the continent. So that's a plus. Lusaka looking like a plus, looking like a thumbs up. But anyway, thank you for my faithful subscribers. Thank you for tuning in. We have 4 people in the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I am live in Lusaka, Zambia. I am staying at a hotel. That's where I am. I'm in their lounging area, and they have Wi-Fi. So I decided to do a quick video, a live video with you, so you can lay eyes on me. I am still a bit tired. That's why my eyes look like this. No, I have not been drinking. No, I have not. I'm just still a little tired because that trip was very long. But I really met some really good people. Really met some really good brothers on the way. I always meet some really good brothers, and they help me with my luggage, and they give me information. They wait for me till I get situated. If I go to the ATM and get money, they just are, they don't even know me. So that's why I know it's the uncreated creator that put these angels in my path. They're angels. So yeah, he's put them in my path, and they assist me every time I travel. I always get brothers that just step up and just, and these are continental African brothers, good brothers, y'all, good brothers. So shout out to my brothers on the continent. Shout out, y'all are gentlemen. So I do appreciate it. A shout out to my brothers in the U.S. You know, you my first love. I ain't gonna forget about you. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Yeah, but y'all need to come back home to the continent. I'm trying to get y'all to come back home so we can be free. You know what I'm saying? We deserve freedom. We deserve peace. We deserve fresh food. We deserve to be happy. We deserve blessings upon blessings. We deserve to have land. We deserve to be involved in mining and agriculture and farming, all those things that we are not really able to participate or be involved in so much in the West. Some people are, but for the majority of us, no. So Zambia has created an organization called Gopedia, the Gathering of the Bantu and Diaspora Israelites in Africa, and I'm marketing and partnering with the organization, and I'm marketing the organization. I'm helping to market the organization through Diaspora Connect. I did create a business in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania called Diaspora Connect, where I help to assist the diaspora in the West who are interested in coming back to the continent to come to Tanzania for a visit and on repatriation. And now it's going to be my second country is Zambia. Since I know I've been to Soweto, Ndola, and Lusaka, the three kind of main cities, and I can give advice on those areas. I didn't stay long, but I've been there long enough to have an idea of which place would be most suitable for those in certain specific in certain positions, or if they need to work. As you can see, internet is really good here in Lusaka, so that this might be a really good spot for those who do a lot of online work and depend on the internet to be stable. They have it in Soweto and Ndola, but I think Lusaka will probably be better as far as online work. So Lusaka, Zambia, that's where I am now. Around by this hotel, there are three malls, so it's very developed, paved roads, still that local feel. Africans everywhere as usual, nice. I didn't see many Chinamen. I'm sure they're here, but you know, I didn't see a whole lot of other nations here so far, which was nice, very nice. So I'm sure they're here in the cut hiding out somewhere, but you know, hey, that's what they do. That's what they do. As long as they don't mess with us and we on the continent, because they mess with us in the West, we don't want to come here to get harassed and killed and all that. So, but welcome to my channel. Please like, let's see, we have 4 people in the room. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel to my, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And please like this video and share it with those who are interested in coming back to the motherland, to the continent, and may be interested in East Africa. Shout out to East Africa. Shout out. South Africa, shout out too, because Zambia is in the South African communities, and like Zimbabwe, and Namibia, Botswana. South Africa is like, that's Zambia is in the South African community. So I say shout out to East and South Africa. Hey, 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 shout out. But I love so far, my 2 favorite is Tanzania and Zambia right now. Zambia is nice. It's so much like Tanzania, but it's so much not. There are more Christians here in Zambia than in Tanzania. Even on the buses that you take in Zambia, they pray before you drive. That route, that drive, that the driving from the border town into the any other cities is very, very dangerous. I mean, the road is not really, I would say paved. It's kind of unpaved, and it's a lot of water. And only a professional driver on that drives that course should drive it. I don't think inexperienced drivers should drive that route. It's too dangerous. It's very dangerous. I mean, even on the bus, I'm looking out and I'm like praying the whole time. So before we leave, we have someone get on the bus and they get on there and pray over the bus, and then you have people on the bus praying, and they're like, amen, amen. Everybody's like, hallelujah. So they really sometimes will play music the whole time. They'll play like God, Christian music or gospel music like the whole time to keep people encouraged. So I kind of like that spirit that they have of that they love the uncreated creator. I'm not going to get into issues about Christianity and this and that. No, I'm not a Christian. I used to call myself a Christian, but I'm a believer in the biblical scriptures. So we believe the same thing, except for, of course, that the Messiah was not Mzungu. We do know that, and so we don't agree with the white Jesus and the white Moses, and we know that all this was they changed our image to their image, so we know that they did that. So we don't call ourselves Christians. We don't celebrate the pagan Christianity holidays. We celebrate the biblical scripture holidays like uh, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Passover, the Feast of Tabernacle, all of the ones in the biblical scriptures, the actual ones that the Most High chose the Israelites to worship, to honor, and to celebrate those holidays, not the pagan ones, like Christmas and Easter and all that Mzungu stuff. That's not us. That's Mzungu them. Okay, so yeah, we don't do that. But what else? But it's really nice here. Everybody has been friendly. They speak English. A lot of them speak Bimba. Bimba? Yeah, Bimba. I've met a lot that speak Bimba, so Bantu language. But if they don't know Bimba, they know English, and they don't always know Swahili either. I took it for granted to think that they knew Swahili, but a lot of them don't know Swahili. So English is good here. And they don't overcharge you here if you speak English. That's another good thing versus Tanzania. In Tanzania, you get the upcharge if you speak English, or if they find out you're a foreigner, you get upcharged. But here in Zambia, they don't do that. Everybody has the same price. And it does not matter if you speak English, if you're from another place, because they speak English also. So they don't charge you for your English speaking, which is good because that means you get more of a fair price here in Zambia versus Tanzania. I mean, that's just how it is. In Tanzania, you have the two prices. You have the local price and you have the Mzungu price. And so if you, 6 people in the room, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please like my video to get it into circulation. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you for my old subscribers, new subscribers. Thank you for your viewership. Welcome into the room. I am in Lusaka, Zambia, and I wanted to do a live video. I am on Wi-Fi, and so if you are trying to figure out how internet is here, as you can see, it's pretty doggone good here. This is better than when I tried to do lives in my apartment in Tanzania. So you see the level of development in terms of the internet. It's in Lusaka, Zambia, is where I am. I went to a mall, so I got to see a mall, and I rode around a little bit, and it's very developed. The grounds are paved, and it's a lot of traffic. So just like in the West, it's a lot of traffic. Um, they don't have bajajis and motorcycles here. They don't have the three-wheelers. They just have cars because one of the Zambians said that the previous president was like, they're too dangerous, and he doesn't think that we should be driving customers around in those because they're too dangerous, which they are very dangerous. But the cost savings is a plus because it is a lot cheaper to take either a bajaji or a boda instead of a car all the time. So you do save money, but I see the dangerous part because many Tanzanians lose their lives on the motorcycles. A lot. They die a lot on the bodas. It's very dangerous. That's the motorcycles, because sometimes they start cutting in and out, and yeah, it could be dangerous. So I do understand where they're coming from, where they don't subscribe to the motorcycles and the bajajis, but my dinner was amazing. I had local food. The prices are fairly. I don't think it's too much more expensive. The conversion, U.S. conversion rate is not as good here as it is in Tanzania, but everything is cheaper and they're not upcharging you, so you might end up balancing out. So yeah, so if I have a place and my rent is 344 there, I can find a place here in Lusaka. They have maybe a two-bedroom flat for like 250 to 300. You can find something like that, and that's about the same you pay in Tanzania in US. So USD. So it's not that much of a difference, in the monies, and especially because you're not being upcharged, you may pay a little less actually for groceries and different stuff that you might purchase here, because you get a upcharge because of your language in Tanzania. So, yeah, so it balances out, in my opinion, just based on being here and just riding through the sites, going on the bus and stopping at different towns to eat. The food is cheap on both sides, and homemade food is the best, healthiest, and it's the cheapest. So you can get those for really like the low, maybe $1 and something, or $3 and something, Zambian monies, uh, to USD here, a good meal. So you don't have to spend a lot on food unless you really like the Western foods, which I don't. So I eat more local foods, fruit, a lot of vegetables, fruit, and some meat. But when I travel, I tend to eat like steak or fish, because I eat chicken a lot. Well, I can eat chicken a lot if I want to. I don't eat a lot of meat, but I always get steak so I can see how the beef tastes, because their beef is like good. Their beef is really good on the continent because their cow they take care of their animals. So the meat is really nice. So I had a pepper steak. I had a T-bone steak with my meal this evening, and it was a good, reasonable price. So it's not as high as a steak would be in the West. It'd be very expensive, but it's very cheap here. So nice. So that's what I had. And so let's see, okay, 4 people. So thank you for tuning in. This is Wanda, and I'm doing a live. I'm in Lusaka, Zambia, and I am just chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm by myself, and it's just nice. It's peaceful. And it's nice to be in another country, because I've been in Tanzania in July to be 2 years. So next month, well, 2 months, a month and some days, it'll be 2 years. So it's just nice to come to another country and just spend time here. I get to just meet the people, talk to them. I enjoy that the most because I make really good connections. Like the lady at this hotel, I talked to her, let her know what kind of business I was in and what we're doing, to encourage our people to come back home to the continent. She was excited. I tell all the drivers, all the Zambians who we are, what we're doing, and they're excited. So many are excited to have us here, so please don't believe the lies that Africans do not like us. That's not true. You will be upcharged a lot because they do see us as a money bank, and they see that we're from the so-called richest country, that used to be the richest, but it's going down, down, down. But we have benefits from it. So, um, yes, Gloria, I made it safely. The trip was a long journey. It was challenging at times because when you're on those buses that long, you can't. I'm just gonna say it. You can't pee as much as you need to. You can't, as a lady, you can't, because a lot of the brothers, they just go when the bus stops. They can stop anywhere and go, but we can't. Well, actually, some of the continental sisters do it. I can't. I did. I don't make it a habit of going in the bush so much, but sometimes if you gotta go, you gotta go. And what they do is, like, if you gotta go, they'll go. Like, all the ladies will go into like a certain area where the bushes are, and then where the high trees are, and then they'll stand in front, and then the other ladies go in there, and so that's how you do it. So, one, CV. What are the policies on CV? I don't know. Policies on CV? I don't know what that means. Policies on CV. I know CV is a resume, so I don't know if you can spell out policies on something. But so, um, yeah. So if you have to go in the bush, if you're on that bus that long, you may have to go on the not on the Tanzanian side, but on the Zambian side because when they're driving from the border to the towns, the road is not paved as well, so don't really have a lot of places to stop for you to go. So my advice, if you're gonna catch a bus on the continent, a long bus ride like I did, just try to fast and try to drink. Bring your water, but don't drink a lot. Just drink it to wet your throat, but not to drink too much because you're not going to be able to use the bathroom as often. And just if you fast, that probably would be ideal. Fast, so you won't have to go to the bathroom really late the whole time. So it's probably best to do it. I'm learning every time it gets better, and this time it was better. I never felt got to a point where I was like, I gotta go. I didn't get to that point. Yeah, Zambia is nice. It's a peaceful country. The people are peaceful. The people in Zambia remind me so much of the people from Tanzania. They have the same temperament. They're very laid back, very relaxed and quiet, and they can get feisty, which if they need to, but for the most part, they're laid back, relaxed people, and they're very loving and very acceptable people. And also in Zambia, they're very, I would say, I would say maybe religious, like Christians. They're very religious, like they pray. They're constantly praying about everything, which is beautiful. I mean, I don't have a problem with prayer, but oh, okay, the policies. I didn't know what that was about. They do. Oh yeah, they do. They don't. They wear masks. You have to wear masks, and I had to put one in my purse. Did I do that? Thank you for reminding me. I got to put a mask in my purse because I did bring two masks and I was carrying them in my backpack. But when I went to the mall, the twice when I went, we can't go in the mall without a mask. So the brother had to buy I we had to buy one, and I really don't like to wear the mask with the wire in it. I don't like to wear the medical mask, so you just have to bring your own. So I have some that I brought, and I keep forgetting to put it in my purse. But I need to put it in my purse so I can just have it with me all the time. Because everywhere you go in the buildings like the malls, you have to wear a mask. In the these are more international um, businesses. It's like in the Western businesses, like the malls and then their restaurants and stuff, you have to wear masks. But if you go to local restaurants and locally walking around, you don't have, they're not wearing masks. Um, into Zambia, and I don't think, did I have to have wear a mask? I can't even remember, y'all. I can't remember if I wore a mask. Um, hey, sis. Hey, Vicky. I can't remember if I wore a mask at the border, but I know they do wear masks more here in Zambia than they do in Tanzania. The airfare from Dar to Zambia it could be anywhere between, I would say anywhere between 200 something to 500, anywhere from Tanzania to either Lusaka or Ndola. It could be anywhere between two something to, I would say four something, two something to four something. But then my girlfriend, or five, because I did have a girlfriend that flew from, yeah, it's expensive. I had a girlfriend that flew from Dar to Ndola, and she paid about 500. So yeah, that's expensive. But if you take the bus, which is inconvenient, which is very long, which is what I did, I just have to, I deal with the inconvenience, y'all, because when you don't have the money and but you got to do what you got to do, you make provisions and you work it out. I didn't have a reason not to be okay with the long trip. Like it's not like I have to get to work and all that. So I just took the long trip, but just for the trip, Yeah, for the trip, you can you can get. I would say it'll be $100 one way. So $100 one way from Dar to Lusaka with both buses and everything. It's like $100. So it's like $100 there and $100 back. So it's like 200 something just for transportation. I'm not talking about food, and maybe I'm adding the visa in there too. So the $25 visa that you have to pay. So I don't think that's that bad. 200 something dollars for a round trip, because you're going and then you stand, not counting your accommodations, not counting the hotel, just your transportation. So you got to look at all that when you decide to come, stay for a few days and go back, because you're paying for transportation there, and then you stay in the hotel for a week or whatever, then you coming back. So calculate all that. Yeah. And so in the long run, it will probably be cheaper to catch a bus, and it's very inconvenient from Dar. It's inconvenient, but it's cheap, especially if you have to leave the country and you don't have a choice, and you do until you figure out about a visa. Um, okay, 200 round trip. From no, not 200 round trip. 200 is for the bus, the inconvenience of the bus. So if you take the bus from Dar, because you're gonna do Dar to the border, and then from the border to Lusaka, it'll be about $100, and that's counting the visa that you pay for, $25 a visa. Because when you catch the bus from Dar to the border, that's like 55,000 T shillings. And then when you catch the bus from Zambia border to Lusaka, it could be about 480 kwacha. And so with that and the visa, it was just $25, it'll be about roughly about $100 one way for transportation and your visa, not your food. And then when you get where you're going to Zambia, you got to pay for your accommodations every night. And so this place I'm staying in is 360 kwacha, which is like 20 something dollars a night. So you pay for that each night, and then you got to come back and pay that same amount coming back. Now, if you have to get a multi visa, that's $100. Or if you're coming back in Tanzania and you don't need a multi visa and you're on a U.S. passport, you can just come back. You're just paying for transportation. You may have to pay for hotels in between. You may want to stay at a hotel, break up the monotony. But overall, if you catch a bus, but what I'm trying to say is, if you catch a bus from Tanzania to Zambia, it will be overall cheaper than flying. If you have the money to fly, fly. If you don't, just go ahead and catch a bus. Because for me, when I first came to Zambia last month, I flew to Mbeya, and then I didn't catch both buses. I flew to Mbeya, which is like an hour and a half from the border. So then I got a ride, and then I got on the bus on the other side, the Zambian side. So that was just 17 hours instead of 34 hours. But my ticket to fly from Dar to Mbeya was $100. And that's how much it's going to cost you just to go one way the whole trip. So you still save money if you just take the bus. So I'm just giving options for those who may not have the money, because us being here in Tanzania, and we live in on the continent, and we're not in the West anymore. We don't have a lot of money. We have businesses, but the income could be up and down. You got to think of the most efficient way to do what you have to do with the little resources you have. So you got to learn to. You're gonna be uncomfortable in some things that you do. Six people in the room. Welcome to my channel. This is Diaspora Connect. This is Wanda. I was just talking about being in Lusaka, Zambia right now. I caught a bus from Dar es Salaam, and I'm here. Got here today early this morning, but y'all, guess what? I left on Wednesday. Today's Friday. Yeah, I left on Wednesday. So I was on the bus for a long time. I had a lot of different journeys. I met a lot of different people. Um, I was I was contemplating getting hotels in between, but when I got to each border, it was dark. It was dark, and it was late. And I really don't like to venture out and do a lot of hotel, because when you go to hotels, you have to get taken off of the away from like the main immigration area, or the main area where the buses are, because the buses are not far from the border. But if you get in a hotel, sometimes you have to be taken off, and then you have to trust that these people are going to get you back to the bus early, like 3 in the morning or 5 in the morning. So I just decided to not get a hotel and just stay by the bus because I was by myself. So you got to consider that. If you're traveling with a family, or if you're a male, it's a little bit different. But when you're a female and you're traveling like this at night and stuff, it's just safer. It's safer to try to stay close to the buses, of if you're going to take the buses. A lot of times, actually, what they'll let you do is, if you come to the bus and you want to purchase a ticket, and it's early in the morning, and you come to the border, you go through immigration, you get all your stuff done, and then you want to head to go to where the bus is for the next route, they'll actually let you pay for the bus and get on the bus and rest on the bus if you want to. I did not know that, but they let me do that because I got to, the Tanzanian border late, got through immigration, did all my stuff, and then I was done. And then I was thinking, do I want to get a hotel room at 12 o'clock at night, walking around trying to find a hotel room, or trusting a Bajaji driver that's a bunch of men trying to get me, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. I'll take you, okay? Trusting them to take you to a hotel with your luggage and not overcharge you and get you to the hotel at night. So I decided, let me just go to the bus, get my ticket, and see what they recommend. So I did that, and they say you can get on the bus and just sit until you can just chill on the bus basically until it leaves. And I was like, really? Hey, Anthony. Thank you. Hey, Anthony. Good to see you. Long time, long time. So So they let me get on the bus, and they let me chill for like 2 hours on the bus. And when I got on the bus, it was other ladies on the bus too. So with the ladies, they say they let the ladies do that. They say because you can get robbed. So I was like, don't want to get robbed. So this is the concern when you're by yourself and when you're traveling at night, ladies on the continent, ladies. Um, be safe, and try to do what they recommend. Don't go against what they recommend, because sometimes you get in a situation, they'll kind of recommend to you, just wait, it's not safe. They'll tell, like, many of them was telling me, don't do that, that's not safe. Don't do that, that's not. I say, okay. So whatever they say is not safe, I listen and I do what they say do. So you must do that. You must listen. They know their country more than what you know. So you have to listen to them. And that's what has kept me out of a lot of possibly bad situations, is I listen when they tell me, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not safe. That's not safe. And they say, oh, okay, I won't do. So yeah. But it's been well. I did want to say that Zambian bus I took, take the ones that people recommend. Like Power Tools is a really good bus to take from the border of Zambia to Lusaka, and also Kiliwi, Kili, Kilili, Kilili. I think that's the name of the bus I took when I went to Ndola. Kilili, that's a good bus to take. Well, y'all, I took the bus to Shalom, right? It's a bus called Shalom. And I was like, hey, Shalom, that's Hebrew. Let me take that bus. Whoo, y'all. That bus broke down 3 times. Y'all, that bus broke down 3 times. We had a blowout, flat tire, and all praises to the Most High. The bus just said boom, and then he slowed down, so it didn't, like, we weren't in a bad place, and it was safe. And he had to change the tire, but it broke down before that, and they fixed that thing. And then the third time, y'all, it broke down, and it never recovered. So we had to wait till another bus came to pick us up and take our luggage and put it in the next bus. Okay, I will be in Zambia. I won't be here long. I will only be here for like a week, maybe 5 days or something. It was time for me to leave Tanzania, so I had to leave, y'all. But I will be here for like a week. But they do have, right now, you come in on a tourist visa, which is $25, a tourist visitor's visa, but then you can renew your 90 days. They give you up with a U.S. passport. They give you up to 90 days, so you can keep going back. The only thing is you have to keep going back to immigration before that every 30 days to get your 90 days. So that's kind of annoying. So every month you're going back, but they have an option that you can get like a business visa, and then you can get a work permit. You can actually get a work permit without even having a business register in the country. You can just tell them, I would like to get a 2 year or 3 year work permit, because I want to do business in the country. You can just tell them you want to do business, and they'll process one for you. And I believe that the 2 year work permit is $411. It's like 7,000 kwacha. 7,000 kwacha is, I think it's like $411. That's a 2 year work permit. So you can do that, or you can get like a short-term business visa for like 90 days or something, but you got to pay for that. But all of this is still less expensive than in Tanzania, and it's a little bit more flexibility in that you have different options. Either way, you're gonna pay something, so it's not gonna be free, but you just pick and choose which one works for you. Um, they do have dual citizenship in Zambia, but you do have to be in the country right now over a certain number of years to get the citizenship, the passport. But through this organization called the Gathering of the Bantu and Diaspora Israelites in Africa, that organization was set up here in Zambia to assist those who are interested in coming back to the continent. If you're not interested, it's not for you. We're not talking to you. We're talking to the ones who are interested in leaving the West to come back to the continent, and you have no idea about where you want to go. This is a good country to come to, a good organization to connect with. You join and become a member. The membership fee they raised it from 150 to 200 for an individual, and from 170 for a couple to 250. So it's gone up, but as a member, you'll be privy to get assistance with your work permits, with your business visa, and they help you get it kind of like right at, like if you come in as a visitor, right? You come in as a visitor, you wait and see, what you need to see for a month, and then you can roll right into a business visa and roll right into a work permit through the organization. They can help you with that. They're also working on citizenship and residency for those who are interested in repatriating and coming back to the continent. They are working on um, citizenship and residency, expedited citizenship, because they have citizenship here, but they're working on expedited citizenship and residency here in Zambia, the organization called the Gathering of the Bantu and Diaspora Israelites in Africa. I'm promoting the organization through my channel, Diaspora Connect, because I believe in what it's doing, and the vision that it has is what I have for our people, to bring our people back home to the continent where they can have lands and they can build and they can invest. The organization has been given land, under the organization, land has been given by 3 chiefs for diaspora who are interested in coming back. So as a member, you'll be privy to selecting hectares of land and to the citizenship and residency that the government decides that they want to allow for us. They're working on a list, compiling a list of names of members of GoBedia, the Gathering of the Bantu and Diaspora Israelites. They have a list, and they're working on compiling it. So if you come in the country with an invitation letter, they'll give you an invitation letter inviting you into the country, the organization, and then they'll have a list of names. If you're on that list, check your name off, and then you get this expedited citizenship and residency. I don't know if they give you a residency card or how that might work right then when you do it, or whatever, ID or whatever. So yeah, they're working on that now, because we met with the government officials last month in April. So we're just being patient to see, what we're going to be able to do. And for me, I'm just coming back and forth because, of course, I have the business in Tanzania, Diaspora Connect. So I just can't up and abandon my stuff just to leave. I just don't want to do that. I did invest, and I'm not going to just up and leave. So I'm just coming back and forth to get an idea of like where I would live if I moved here, like the prices, like what I'm looking for in my certain standard of living. Just like kind of like how I'm living in Tanzania, the same kind of standard with everything I need, with the price, the price and the location, the convenience of transportation, getting around, because I don't have a car, so I have to make sure I live in the area that it won't cost a whole lot to get to do my local stuff like shopping and stuff with your phones and basic stuff that you do regularly. I don't want to have to pay a lot in transportation for that. So I'm looking at all that stuff. And so far, out of the areas, I would say Soweto and Dola that I went to last month, and now Lusaka, I've only been here one day, but so far I would say Lusaka would be the area that I possibly would move to or live in. So I would leave Dar es Salaam, and I would move to Lusaka, or I would stay in Dar and just visit Zambia while I'm working on my land and building project that I'm going to be working on. So I'm still working on a land and building project. I have a GoFundMe account if you're interested in blessing me. Donations are accepted. I will put my information in the description box. I have Cash App that's acting kind of, it's okay. It's up and down. Then I have PayPal that's acting kind of, it's up and down. But I'm going to put that in the description box. My GoFundMe actually is the only account that's attached to my bank account that's acting correct. So I've been telling people, if you want even travel consultations with me, just pay it through my GoFundMe account because I can get access to that money. The other ones are giving me kind of a hard time for some reason. The Cash Apps and PayPals giving me a really difficult time. I've been here a while, so that might be the problem. I've been on the continent for 2 years in July. So I no longer have an American bank account, nothing there. So my accounts are here. I have a account on the continent. APSA I have a bank account. So, and then I have TransferWise. That's an international bank. So that international bank accepts USD. So if someone has USD and they want to send it to me, or if they want to deposit it in a USD account, I can use TransferWise because it's that same routing account number as our US accounts. And the apps, the continental ones, they don't. They have a different banking code. It's different. So it's hard to drop USD into these accounts here. So you got to have a means of doing this. So, yeah. So those are the things I've been doing. Trying to make sure I get, all my ducks in a row before I just up and leave and up and move. I normally try to think things through and figure out like what would be the best way. Oh, got 10 people in the room. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for your viewership. Thank you for subscriptions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But anyway, I'm in Zambia, and I'm doing a live. I'm in Lusaka, Zambia. I do look tired by the eyes. I apologize, y'all. I've been on a 34-hour bus. I need to see the slave tree. I have not seen the slave tree in the center of Lusaka. Maybe I'll go see it tomorrow. So I'm going to ask my driver to take me to see it. Thank you for the message of going to see the slave tree. I'm going to go check that out. But yeah, I'm just trying to get all my ducks in a row and try to figure out how I'm gonna do this, move, and what the best way to do it in a financial situation that I'm in, and then advising other people to how to move and if they are interested. So as I'm taking the steps and doing this journey, I'm sharing it with others as well. Yeah, so it's best to do it that way because it's best to just follow the steps that someone else has taken. As you can see, it's cooler here in Zambia. Okay, so look how I'm dressed. I got this shawl on, y'all. I got this long sleeve dress on. It's cooler here. It's not like Tanzania. And it's weird because it's cooler, but these mosquitoes are, look at this, y'all. These mosquitoes, I don't know if y'all see this. It's like mosquitoes like biting me all on the neck, and it's cold. How do mosquitoes bite you and it's cold? It's cold here. Well, I ain't gonna say cold. It's about 56, 55, 56 degrees. So that's cool to me. I like it like 75, 80. So it's cool, but they're still biting me underneath my clothes, y'all. Mosquitoes is biting me underneath. Can you believe this? So I have mosquito cream that I put on, and I forgot to put like right here on my neck. I put it on my arms and legs so they didn't bite me, but they have been biting me all around my neck, and I'm like, what is happening? So yeah, but anyway, it's what you have to deal with on the continent with all these mosquitoes. Yeah, and then if you eat a lot of sweets and stuff, you'll be a target. If you wear sweet smelling stuff, you'll be a target. So yeah, they like sweet blood. So just have to be careful with the sweets. Try to eat more fruit and vegetables. Try to change your diet. Be careful with your diet if you're gonna come to the continent, and try to pull back a little bit on that meat, especially in the West. Lay off the meat because it's not real. So I mean, it's not good. So if you're gonna eat meat, wait till you come here. That meat is real, y'all. That meat tastes good. You still don't want to overdo it, but it's good. It tastes a lot better. So 13 people in the room. Please like, share, and subscribe my video, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. I felt like this would be an interesting live to do since I'm here, staying in this nice bed and breakfast type of. It's not really a bed and breakfast because they don't serve you food, but they have a communal kitchen. You can buy what you would like and cook for yourself. So you can actually save money. If you go to the grocery store, buy you some food and cook it. I haven't done that. I was just going to local spots because local food is even cheaper than even buying food to cook, because you still have to buy the food from the grocery stores, like the shoppers, so you still end up paying. I'd rather get my food, even for breakfast, I get mine from locals. So in Tanzania, if I buy eggs, I buy it from locals. It's a lot cheaper. If I buy potatoes, I like potatoes and eggs and peppers and all that for breakfast. I do the potatoes with onions and peppers, and then I do like scrambled eggs, and then I'll do fruit. I don't eat a lot of meat in the morning because they don't really have beef bacon that much. I don't eat the swine, so I like beef bacon, and I just don't eat meat a whole lot, but it's okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing here right now. Like I said, I'll be here until the first week in June. I might be leaving. I might be back home by June 1st or 2nd. The reason I have to do that is because guess what? I got rent to pay. I pay on the 1st of every month, and I really don't want to try to pay rent over here because that's going to take away from the exchange rate. So I'm trying to pay kwaches out the bank to T shillings. You see? So it's best to do, if you make a payment of something like that, it's best to do it directly from Tanzania. So you just have the one exchange from USD to T shillings. But if I'm over here in Zambia and I'm trying to pay something in Tanzania, it's going to be all this, like I got to move the money from US Bank, US to kwachas to shillings. And look how much that's eating away at the money, because it's a fee to be doing all this transferring. So it's just easier for me just to go back home and do it. I just don't have anybody I can trust there to just be able to handle this for me. So I got to go back and, you know, be there by the 1st or maybe the 2nd or something like that. So that's why I'm only going to be able to stay here for a few days, to maybe like the 31st, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So 28, 29, 30. So like 5 days. So I'll be here for like maybe 5 days, and then I'll have to head back. I may head back on the 31st because it's going to take me 2 days to get back. So I'll get back like on June 2nd. So I may head back on the 31st. Yeah, I may head back. So yeah, I'm just trying to plan things. When you travel like this and you come to these different, places on the bus and this and that, you got to calculate everything, especially when you live on a budget like me. Y'all, I just have my little job, my little business I'm doing, and my referrals and this and that. I rent out a room sometimes. And so these are the incomes I have. So I got to work with those incomes and just budget for different stuff. So I live on a budget all the time. Even at home, y'all know I live on a budget at home. So even when I travel, I still kind of live on a budget. That's why I mainly eat local foods. I try not to travel a whole lot. I try to stay in places that are close to Oh, let me go back and see what Vicky said. See the okay. Monday, you're a soldier. Yes, sis. Yes, y'all. We gotta do this. We trying to stay. We trying to, maintain our lives, and we don't always have a lot. I mean, we're not rich. Um, I don't have pensions and all that stuff. I mean, I'm close to retirement age. I'm like close to early retirement age, but I'm not there yet. So I still got to try to manage until other monies come through. So um, it's the way I travel and the things I do. I have to do everything on a budget. Every now and then I'll get blessed to where I can do some flying around, but for the most part, it's busing. It's busing or driving. Um, I can get a flight, like one-way flight for like $100. That's okay, but I can't do too much of that all the time because I just don't always have it. So it's money that I really had to budget to do this, but it was worth it because I need to visit so I can tell other people um, it's a good place. We'll be comfortable here. Zambia is an amazing place, and you can actually leave the West and come right to Zambia, and you'll be comfortable because they have almost everything that we have. They have the this impressed me. They have the hot and cold water that we do in the West that you turn on, the faucets. So the faucets are 9 people in the room. Okay. The faucets are hot and cold. So in Tanzania, they're not. So you don't have hot water coming out of a lot of them, even though they have both hot and cold. You don't have hot water. You have to turn on the hot water heater. And then you have to wait till the water gets heated up. But here they have the hot water things that, just like in the West, you turn them on and turn them off. Y'all, when I took that shower, that water was so hot. It was so nice. It was hot, and I didn't have to click a button. And even in the sink, they had hot water. Normally in the sinks, they don't have the hot water. And that was nice. So this place is very developed, and it's very modern. And it's a good place for those who are in the West that's interested in coming back to the continent. Lusaka is a good city to start off in. Ndola and Soweto, they're also good cities, but they don't have as many of the conveniences as you do in Lusaka. So, yeah, everything in Lusaka, everything here you can probably get in the West, from the West if you are wanting Western stuff for your hair and stuff you do, your lifestyle. You can do a lot of that here in Lusaka. So, yeah, this is a good, beautiful country, good city. Lusaka seems really nice so far. People are very friendly. They help you. Um, and they know you're a foreigner. They're really nice. They just think you're so, like, they just want to be your friend. So that's a good thing. Everybody's very nice. You do have to be careful as a woman when you're by yourself, though. You have to move a little bit differently here on the continent than you would in the West. It's not as safe in terms of like trying to be independent. I'm doing this at night too. So you got to be careful because you got to remember they police their own communities. They don't have policemen out if something happens, if you get robbed and stuff. They don't have policemen out and stuff. So you got to keep that in mind at night. And I move a lot at night by myself. So I listen when the brothers tell me things like, don't do this, do this. The young brothers will tell you, you can get robbed, this. So I listen. So, yeah. But all is well. I'm going to end this video. This has been a long video, but I just wanted to have you lay eyes on me, let you know I made it to the continent. I was offline for like 2 days because when you leave Tanzania and come to Zambia, your SIM card does not work. The SIM card in Tanzania does not work in Zambia, so you have to get another SIM card. I did get one when I came last month, but I only got a little bit of airtime, so I had no airtime on my SIM card. So I couldn't even call or use it until we stopped somewhere on the bus, and they allowed me to add airtime to my phone, and then it started working. So I was back online after I was offline for maybe a day. So I left on Wednesday. I was offline Thursday, and then Friday I got back on. So maybe one full day I was offline because I couldn't have access to get what I needed for my SIM card, my phone. And that happens when you go both ways. So if you leave Zambia and you go back into Tanzania, your Zambian phone is not going to work. So you got to have your SIM card for your Tanzanian phone. So I have it set up like that. And I have 2 phones. One phone I have the SIM card for the Tanzania Tanzania, and then the other SIM card is for Zambia. So you just make sure that when one goes off, you have to take the other SIM card out and put that in your smartphone. So that's kind of how you have to do it to manage everything. I still have 9 people in the room. Thank you, everyone, for your subscriptions. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your viewership. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And I will do another video in the next couple of days. Y'all, these mosquitoes are like really trying to bite me. Underneath all these clothes, the mosquitoes are biting. I can't believe this. But they had mosquito spray in the room also. That's how I know mosquitoes are bad. If they put mosquito spray in your room, that means the mosquitoes are bad. So I did spray around a little bit. So they didn't bite me as much as they possibly could have bitten me, but they just bit me like on the neck because I didn't put the mosquito cream on my neck. So, y'all. But that's something else you have to deal with the mosquitoes here on the continent. But there are ways around it. You can get incense. You can have your mosquito spray from here. And then you can have mosquito cream, which is what I carry. So, but other than that, all is well. I'm feeling better. I just need to get a little bit more rest because I get rested and then I gotta head back to the other side again and do the same thing. But I do get a lot of sleep on the bus. So the buses are long, but I sleep most of the time. So I'm not like exhausted, but my body's tired of sitting that long time. Of this, just your legs not being able to stretch your legs as much. You can stretch them, but they're bent a lot because you're sitting. So that's the main thing. And then your back, lower back, and maybe your neck gets a little tired. But I actually brought my pillow. I think I was the only one with this. I was the only one traveling with this. But you know how when you travel in the West, you have the little pillow you put around your neck. So when you're in the plane, I brought that. So I was the only one that had that. they knew I was a foreigner with that. Nobody uses those on the bus, but I did because I know this is a long trip, and I'm gonna have my pillow. Oh, it's cool. Look how I'm dressed. Somebody said, "How's the weather?" Look how I'm dressed. Y'all know when y'all see me in Tanzania, I'm half showing my shoulders, having my tank top dresses on, and the real thin. Not here. No, 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 no. I don't know if they have pest control companies. I don't know about that. Uh, with the way the pests are here, it probably won't matter, to be honest. These bugs on this continent, they are off the chain. And it's like, I don't care how much bug spray and how much you fumigate, they just don't go away. They are always there. They don't go away. The bugs do not go away, no matter how much you spray, how much you fumigate. You're going to have to learn to cohabitate with these bugs, but just keep them within reason. Just have your mechanisms, your bug sprays, your in your room, your mosquito spray, your cream, and your incense, your mosquito incense. Just have that, and when you travel, it's a little different to have those things. But I always carry my mosquito cream wherever I go. So I always carry it wherever I go. And 13 people are in the room. I was about to end the live, but since we have so many people in the room, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Diaspora Connect. This is Wanda, and I'm live and in the flesh in Lusaka, Zambia. I just arrived this morning. I took a long, 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 long bus journey ride from Dar es Salaam to the border, then from the border of Zambia, because Dar es Salaam and the Zambian border are in the same building or in the same area. You go out of one country, come into the other. Yeah. So, and then you catch the bus on the other side from Zambia to Lusaka. Now, the cost on the bus in USD, I would say, is about, okay, so 55,000 T shillings is the bus. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's like 25, 55,000 T shillings is like 25 USD. So, because it's like 10,000 T shillings is like $5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah. So 55,000 T shillings, that's $25. So $25 coming for Tanzania, and then 480, between 400 and 480 kwacha on the other bus, and that's about what, $30? I think that's about $30, 20, 35, something like 30, between 30 and $35 is your 400 kwatas, I think. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's like 30, 35, something like that. So it's 25 USD on the bus, 17 hours, and then it's the 35 on the bus, 17 hours. And then you have the $25 for your visa to come into Zambia. And then what else? Now, you got to have a COVID test. So at the border, you figure that out. Um, so I would say the one-way trip, the budget for the one-way trip from Dar to the border and then from Zambia to Lusaka is about $100, just comfortably $100, because you may need to stay in a hotel one of those days. You may want to stretch your legs and just get a hotel. Some unexpected fee could come up. So I would say budget $100 to one way to come and $100 to go back. So I would say round trip just for transportation and the border stuff is about maybe $100, each way. $100 there, $100 back. So 200 something dollars to travel there, but not counting your lodging and your accommodations, because you just got to find a hotel that's reasonable. This place I'm staying is like 360 kwacha, which is like 20 something dollars a night. I think that's 20 something. Yeah, 20 something dollars a night, maybe almost 30, something like that. I stay at cheap places, but they clean and they're cozy. So I try to stay at places that are around 20 something dollars a night, between 21 and 29, something 20 something, 20 something dollars a night. And then, you just want to make sure it's clean, and you make sure that, they have, normally it's in the local areas, and normally they have local food because those are cheaper. So you just budget that in, and yeah, based on how many days you stay, and then you go back. So that's kind of how I've been doing it, and it's been working pretty good. I've been pretty okay with staying on my budget. Nothing too majorly unexpected has caused me to pay extra monies. Just make sure your immigration situation is correct, and you're not like over on your visas or anything like that, because that could cost you a lot of money. So make sure you keep track of your dates when you have to leave, and your stamps and all this stuff, and your visa. You get the Tanzania gives you the annual visa for 100, multi visa for $100. And so you just got to keep track of all your documents and make sure your timing and your dates are correct. And you have to leave every 90 days unless you get a different kind of visa, whether it's a work permit, residencies, or whatever. That's in Tanzania. So, yeah, so that's kind of what has been going on. The immigration situation is a little bit different here, but you still have to pay for certain, it's still immigration. You still have to do certain things, but they have a little bit more flexibility in Zambia in terms of staying here, in terms of getting visas. They're cheaper, and they have the long-term ones because they are trying to attract tourism. They're trying to attract investments, foreign investments. So they're making it a little bit easier, and they also have dual citizenship. So you always want to try to, if you're going to live in a country, it's ideal to live in one that has dual citizenship. You can get a passport, so you can get the benefits of being a citizen, not just on a residency permit, like in Tanzania, unfortunately, long-term residency, because you're still not a citizen, and you're still not privy to those kind of benefits, but you basically, that residency permit allows you to be in the country and to do business, but you don't have those same rights. You're still it's a residency. It's a permit, y'all. It's not citizenship. It's different. So your goal is ideal, I would say. I ain't gonna say goal, but it's ideal to be in an African country where you can get a passport, okay? You can get citizenship because you have the same rights as the locals do. Especially if you're investing in like land, and if you're building and stuff like that. If you have businesses, it would be ideal to be in a country that to live in a country that allows you to have the same rights as a local, not just on a permit. So think about that, pray about that, whichever way you feel fit to go. 13 people in the room. Hello, everyone. Greetings. Mambo, Habari, Shalom. I'm in Lusaka, Zambia, in the flesh. I'm doing a live, and their internet, as you can see, this is the lounging area at the hotel I'm staying in. But their internet is pretty good here in Lusaka, so you can gauge and get an idea. Because I'm on Wi-Fi, so that's why I haven't ended it yet, because it looks really good. But it's better than the when I try to do a live from my house at home. So yeah, the internet seems a little stronger here in Lusaka. Definitely in Lusaka than some parts in Tanzania. So especially if you work online, keep these things in mind if you're trying to repatriate to the continent of Africa. Now, I want to end this live soon, but I want to say please email me at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, if you're interested in a travel consultation and or to repatriate to Tanzania and or Zambia now. So I have a lot of connections here, so I can connect you to this organization called the Gathering of the Bantu and Diaspora Israelites in Africa. And they have given diaspora lands. So as a member, you're privy to those lands. You get to select to start building right away if that is something you're interested in. I do have a building and land and building project, and I'll be working on that over here in Zambia. So if you are wanting to bless me and you are in agreement with what I'm doing and you feel strongly to support me, I accept donations. I have Cash App. It's iffy, PayPal, iffy. I have Gofundme. You can bless me, World Remit, um, Western Union. I will put it all in the description box. Okay. Budget for the bus. Greeting. Okay. The time here is, can you put email in a link? Yes, I will put email in the link. It is, uh, you know what, my time, y'all, is on my phone that I'm doing this live on. So I can't see the time right now. But I would say it's probably around 8 o'clock. Maybe 7 or 8 o'clock. 7 or 8 o'clock p.m. here. I'm guessing. I could be totally wrong because I'm new to this country. So I got to gauge, like, I know Tanzania, when it gets dark and around what time it is, but here it's different because the climate is different. It's cooler and it's different. So I don't really know exactly what time it is right now and I don't have my other phone with me. So yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna put all the information in the description box of how to reach me, how to email me with questions or concerns, or hit me up at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, and I will assist you. Okay, I do travel consultations, 35 USD per hour. That's my business. That's how I make it here. That's my money. So please support me and you will get all the information that you need. I will make sure you are good. You set up yourself. Lady, don't be scared. A lot of ladies say all good. It's a blessing. You have to be careful what you do, though. Be careful. All this been well. Um, it's been scary at times because I've been by myself. What has helped me is and do all the bus trips. All this. It's best to look like a local. Try to do the local stuff. Don't stand out so much as a foreigner because you could be a target when you're traveling, especially like at night, carrying your luggage and you're moving here and doing this and going through this. These people see you and they're watching you. You want to look from afar as a foreigner. They will only know, I mean, as a local, they should only know by you speaking. Well, there are 21 people in the room, so maybe I'll keep going. Um, they should only know that you are a foreigner by you speaking English or by them hearing you speak, which you should not speak loud English when you travel. When you travel, intercontinentally, on like buses and stuff like that, it's best not to speak very loud English because everyone will start looking at you and they will know. So just be careful with the volume when you travel. You have to keep your volume kind of low, and keep that in mind for safety. It's more of a safety concern, not that you are trying to be something that you're not, or not trying to hide who you. In a way, you're trying to, because they see you as a money bank and you don't want to get robbed. If you're moving alone a lot and they police their own community, they don't have policemen around like what we're accustomed to seeing in the West, which they're dangerous anyway. They kill us anyway, but they don't have that. So just be mindful when you move. Make sure you cover your body. Don't show your body parts. Try to cover like your. See how I'm dressed? Yeah, just try to. You can be covered and be, you can look nice and be covered, but just try to cover yourself. And you know, you don't have to wrap your hair or anything, but at least cover your body. Don't look so westernized when you are moving alone and throughout the continent. Try to look a little bit more like a local, because you'll get more respect, and then you won't get um, hovered. They won't hover all around you like you're rich, and everyone's like, "I need, do you need?" They will overwhelm you with your bags and start grabbing your bags and stuff. So you gotta, move a certain way, dress a certain way, and look a certain way. Don't have all this expensive, flashy jewelries and all these expensive, flashy shoes and all this expensive fashion jewelry, expensive, flashy luggage, and just be simple. Keep it simple. Just get some simple colored luggage. I just have black luggage. Just simple stuff. Not all these rhinestones. Just be simple. Don't move around the continent looking like you are rich, like you got money, because you can be a target, and then you can be overcharged for everything, because a lot of stuff we have to ask locals about prices on stuff. And so if they think you're rich, then everyone can tend to upcharge you at every angle. So be mindful if you do decide to travel, and make sure you consult someone who's done it. Like people who have traveled throughout certain places, reach out to them, whether it's on YouTube or online, or me. Reach out to someone who has actually traveled locally, especially if you're not going to fly. If you're going to try to do like a cheaper route, like a bus or whatever, reach out to people who have actually done these things, just so they can give you sound advice. So I think that's all. I just wanted to thank everyone again for subscribing to my channel. Thank you to my faithful subscribers and my new subscribers. Thank you for your viewership. I'm trying to get my viewership up, not monetized yet. I think I don't have enough watch hours yet. They're gonna send an email when you get enough watch hours. It says over 4,000, but I'm thinking it has to be 4,000 in a year. 365 days. You have to be 4,000 in a year. And so that's why I still am not there yet, maybe, because my channel is a little older, but I just really started getting more subscribers on this continent since I've been here. So I'm working on it, but I need people to view my content, and I'm trying to do more creative places. And tomorrow, every day I'm gonna try to do a video, or if not a video, a live or something, just to show you some stuff. I got some local fruits today. They're actually tangerines, but they're big. You know how like in the West we have the cutie pies, and we have the you welcome. Thank you so much. You know how in the West we have the cutie pies, the really small tangerines like this big. Here they have the tangerines here are like the size of an orange. And you peel it just like a tangerine, and they taste good. That's their local fruit. I forget the name of it, and they have a name of it. It's not tangerine, but that's what it tastes like, because I peeled it and it was so good. Their local fruit and vegetables are so good, y'all. So you have to always, wherever you go to an African country, find out what the local fruit is, the local food, and especially the fruit. It tastes so much better than the West. And it didn't have as many seeds as the ones in the West. That was kind of weird, because even the cutie pies are little small. Tangerines have like a lot of seeds, like 2 seeds each or something. This one didn't have a whole lot of seeds, that big seeds. They have small seeds, but they didn't have the big ones like we have in the West. So it was different. So yeah, But yeah, I think I'm going to end this live. Please go back and look at the replay. I was just talking about being on the continent. I'm in Zambia. I'm a little tired. I took a long bus trip, 34 hours to be exact, and I got to take 34 hours back, y'all. Hi, yay. Oh, thank you. Peaceful journey. Thank you so much. Considering the fact that I'm tired, my body's tired. I'm not tired because I took a nap. I took a long hot shower and a nap, but my body needs to rest. So I will do that tonight. I don't party, so I can get all the rest I need. And so I'll be refreshed tomorrow, and I'll try to look for some new sites. Maybe I'll do some moving around tomorrow. In the few days that I am here, I'm going to try to get some views. And a lot of times I don't do videos everywhere because some people don't like, they get upset when they see you video taping stuff. So, yeah, I don't really do it out in public a lot, even in Tanzania like I used to, because people get upset. Like some of the locals don't like you to videotape. So I try to respect other people's. Got 19 people in the room. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody, thumbs up. Yeah, some of the locals don't like you to, they feel uncomfortable with you videotaping. So I don't always do it as much, but I'm going to try to find places like this is a good place because I'm here alone. If it was people in here, I may not have done a video because I'm talking and everything. So, but nobody's in here, so I felt like, hey, let me use this Wi-Fi and do this video and have you to lay eyes on me to see that I am in Lusaka, Zambia. It is very cool here. It's about 55 degrees. That's not stopping the mosquitoes from biting me, though. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to end this video. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. And I'm going to do another video in the next couple of days for you. Let me see. Yeah, they don't like that videotaping. So I'm gonna do another video in the next couple of days for you, and I'll try to keep you posted and show you some stuff different and unique, creative, and I don't know. Zambia is beautiful. It's a nice, peaceful country. So come visit, and I'm gonna do another video in. Yeah, yeah. So I cut back on a lot of the video and video taping. We're still talking about the videotaping people in public, and even myself, because people just don't feel comfortable. We have to respect people's privacies. So I try to do videos when it's just me, and if I'm like somewhere in public and I see people like behind me or in front of me, I try to wait and let them go. I just want to make sure, that there are no like issues. So, but I'll do another video in the next couple of days, and I'll be in touch. I am in Zambia, Africa. I'm in Lusaka, and it feels good to be here. I feel happy and peaceful to be here on the continent, but specifically Zambia is a beautiful country, so you guys need to come and visit. And hit me up, diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, diasporaconnect0@gmail.com. Good night, V. Oh, good night, V. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to keep y'all posted. If I see anything unique and creative and interesting about Zambia, I will just show you a little bit. I'm just not going to do a lot around a lot of people, okay? All right, so I'll be in touch. I'll taste food. I'll take some pictures so you can see, like, the food and the local food and all that. So we'll be in touch, and I'm going to say... Okay, thank you, Peaceful Journey. I'm going to do the best I can to bring you along with me. So I'm going to say salama, I'm going to say shalom, and I'm going to say peace, family. See you guys in the next video. Kwaheri, bye-bye.